Hey Gemini, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings, just doing a bit of a check-in, see what needs to come out. We will be looking at love as well as sort of general, whatever wants to sort of show itself energy. Okay, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate that, of course, being such a small channel. And I have sort of discovered there are extra restrictions with YouTube as to Australian creators not getting quite as many opportunities to have videos seen. So I really would appreciate every single like and comment that you can leave, even if it's just a little emoji, just so I know that you were here. I would really appreciate that. Okay, but like I said, just a bit of a check-in weekly reading, see what's going on. I've got the Psychic Reading Oracle deck. I do have the Red Rose Love Oracle and the Lenormand deck we're using today. I have the Fairy Tale Lenormand. Okay, so getting into it for you, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, what is going on for our Geminis? What does Gemini need to be aware of at the moment, please? What does Gemini need to be aware of? What's going on for our Geminis? We have communication and meditation coming through for you here. Okay, so I'm hearing the voices on the breeze. For some of you, this is communication, not necessarily verbal communication. You're kind of hearing whispers, or you're hearing background chatter about something. You're communing with the universe in some degree here, and you're communicating. You're communicating through reading people's body language and observing things and things like that. There's definitely something going on with that. For others of you, you may be sort of having a very communicative week where you are getting lots of messages, all those sorts of things. The last couple of days of retrograde, sometimes we do sort of see communication. Some of you, there is some communication issues this week as well. Meditation to really get you grounded and get to the bottom of things. Clarifying this energy for you, Gemini. Communication and meditation for Gemini, please. Yeah, sudden communication out of nowhere, breaks in communication. So yeah, definitely seeing, we do have the scythe coming through there with the birds, which is very, the birds is very reminiscent of this particular communication card. You can even see the birds in this card as well. Okay, so birds do talk about conversations that are taking place. It does refer to that background chatter, hearing gossip or rumors and things like that. So there's a lot of things just sort of, it feels like a lot of it's going on in the background, and you're sort of just being, aware of that communication, or you're learning something by listening or reading somebody's body language and things like that. But for some of you, there is a bit of a break in communication this week as well. So if you have up until now been communicating with somebody quite regularly, there may be a little bit of a break, or some communication issues. Like quite frequently with retrograde, we do have technological issues as well. So you may just sort of, for some reason, I'm getting that you may just sort of find yourself out of service for some reason, or having problems with your connection and things like that as well. We do also have the anchor there as well. So it's kind of providing you some sort of security or stability. So some of the background chatter that you may be hearing may be directly related to, reliability, dependability. I'm kind of hearing things about, just overhearing, oh, so-and-so is not very reliable. They're always late to work, or they're always late to this or that. So those issues may be sort of at the forefront of a lot of that communication that you're sort of privy to at the moment. There may be, somebody that is in need of some extra support. It's kind of showing you that there's a reason that you're privy to that communication, because you yourself may be able to sort of step in and provide that dependability that somebody's looking for when, they're saying they're struggling with with those sorts of things from others. It really just sort of shows us that you are sort of being stable throughout the storm kind of thing. So it's you sort of standing in the middle here while all these birds are flying around you and fluttering around you. You're hearing all these things, and you're the kind of calm in the middle of that, and you're staying put and just sort of taking it all in is the best way for you to sort of be. You're meditating and hearing it all going on around you kind of thing. You're still sitting here in the middle of it all, and you're just at peace and calm, and that's the best energy for you to be in when it comes to all this sort of stuff, is not getting involved in any gossip or rumors or things like that, not putting in your opinion or whatever, just sort of listening to the background chatter, because there's just something important that's going to be shown to you through all this little chatter going on around you this week. Looking a little bit more specifically at work and career. Work and career, what's going on for Gemini this week with work and career? Job, work, career, money, I suppose, too, please. Gemini. The material world, I suppose. That's probably the best way to word that, I think, for you this week, Gemini. The material world. What's going on for Gemini with the material, please? Some delays or obstacles. It could be a Capricorn woman that's creating a delay or an obstacle, some sort of blockage in work, career stuff for you this week. That could be like a kind of boss figure, most likely a woman, even though, I don't normally genderize the female and male in this particular deck. I do feel, though, that this could actually be a Capricorn woman or a boss type woman, somebody who is usually very hard worker, very perseverant, determined type character, boss energy there, mothery type energy as well, with that feminine energy there. But they may actually be a bit blocked this week. They may be the cause of an obstacle, the cause of a delay going on around you this week. It's not necessarily anything hugely dramatic, I don't feel here. It's kind of just telling you here with the stars to keep your goals in mind and just keep the end goal in sight, rather than allowing yourself to sort of allow this to hold you back. It's a very immovable force, this feminine energy, but it doesn't stop you from reaching your goals and your dreams, and just being very hopeful and optimistic that can be climbed over. All right, that as long as you're determined and you are putting in your work, that this is something that you're kind of going to be. I'm just getting your energy this week very grounded is the best way to go for you. Just being very grounded within yourself and sort of sticking to yourself a little bit, and just knowing, no matter what obstacles come my way this week, I can get through them. And yes, it may hold me up a little bit, but at the end of the day, I've got my goals in mind here, and I'm not going to let them out of sight. I'm just going to keep on going towards those, even if people are trying to sort of block my way a little bit this week. Like I said, it doesn't feel like anything huge. It may be, for some of you, it may be to do with that conversational chatter going on in the background there. I do feel I'm picking up clearly for at least one of you there that there's just some, you're hearing some gossip about, somebody's not happy with somebody's performance, and this is actually an opportunity for you to sort of use that blockage, use that obstacle to your advantage, and kind of say, yeah, well, look, this blockage is here, but look, if I come in and I've got this goal in mind, and I can push over that, and we can get through that, and we can work it all out. And it's you're actually, feels like you being very grounded and settled energy throughout this week is actually going to propel you forwards towards your dreams just that little bit quicker. You're just needing to be very settled and not getting roped into the drama, I suppose, if that's what that is. All right, but looking at love and romance. Okay, love and romance energy for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know in regards to love and romance? Very interesting. I'm seeing here. Firstly, we have the compromise, the making changes card, but I kind of feel as though you're kind of saying I've compromised as much as I will, because we do also have peace. I'm not going to compromise my peace. I'm willing to compromise, but I'm not going to compromise my peace. This is, more important than, I'm willing to come so far, but I'm not going to go completely over your way there because I need to keep my peace of mind, my peace of heart, my peace and control in that. Like once again, your energy very grounded and not sort of letting anything ruffle your feathers this week, Gemini. We do also have the legal matters card coming through there, disputes. So it does feel like there may be somebody trying to, ruffle your feathers a little bit, some things just trying to, throw you out of your little meditative state this week. But it's kind of like, I'm not going to compromise my peace. And, I'm willing to compromise and do what I need to do to resolve this issue. But if it comes to compromising my peace, that's just not going to happen. You're very steady and steadfast in that, not allowing anything to, throw you out of your little piece of peace, your little island of yourself this week. You're not allowing anyone, even though there may be a lot of emotions running around that piece, you're not allowing anyone to sort of take you out of there. That you're like, this is my little zone of peace, and you need to compromise with me, because I'm at peace with this. I'm at peace with this. I'm at peace with compromising as much as I need to, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do anything that is going to throw me out of my peace and my zone. Okay, clarifying love and romance for Gemini. Love and romance for Gemini, please. Oh, okay. That was the clouds coming through there first. So you kind of a lot on your mind when it comes to love and romance as well. You are sort of overthinking things a little bit, and maybe that's why you're kind of like, no, I need my peace because I don't need this extra chatter in my brain. I'm not going to repeat cycles. We have the ring here as well, relationships, commitments. You are maybe overthinking a bit of a commitment, really, really thinking through a commitment that you are sort of maybe being asked to compromise on. It may have to do with housing or family decisions. Okay, so we do have the house there as well. So you maybe are being asked to commit a little bit further to, somebody or a family or a housing situation when it comes to love and romance this week. And you're kind of, I'm thinking that through very clearly. I'm not going to, just once again, I'm not going to jump into your side of things. I'm willing to compromise, but I'm not going to forsake my peace. In order to resolve this issue, we can resolve this without me losing my peace of mind, because there's definitely some stuff trying to throw you off your peace of mind. So with that legal matters card as well, there definitely may be some legal stuff about purchasing a home or signing contracts with the ring especially too. So there may be like making that commitment, signing a contract for a property, for a rental agreement, those sorts of things, for a marriage even. But we're having to really do the prenup and work out who gets to keep the house and all that sort of stuff as well, divorce matters and those sorts of things all coming in there. But you're at the end of the day that your piece is speaking the loudest this week, Gemini. So don't allow anything to throw you out of your peace. You stay settled in grounded in the middle of anything that's going on around you this week, and that's the best way for you to move forward this week. Keep your goals in mind, be stable, be steady, know that you can rely on yourself, that no matter what comes your way this week that you can get through that. You're steady and stable. You can depend on you, and even if you do need to compromise a few things here and there, you're not actually allowing any of those things to disrupt your peace and your stable energy, because I'm kind of getting from a lot of you, it's like I fought so hard to have this peace and to find this stable energy that I'm not going to let it go now. So definitely keep it up. All right, Gemini. So that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Make sure you do subscribe. Please leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji. Let me know if you know any specific topics you would like me to look into, anything like that. And I will see you all again soon.